Native Instruments Homage just dropped for the MPC 3 Play Series collaboration. You already know I'm going to load it up. I'm going to go grab some of my progressions. Link in the description. Grab some of my progressions. And we're going to check it out, man. I'm not doing no SP404 even though it's there. No OP1 field even though it's there. We just going straight in. I'm going to go through. I'm going to find a progression that feels good. And I'm going to load up the Smackers kit because I don't want to take longer than 20 minutes. And I want to try to get a full beat done. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I just got the Live 2 and my favorite little keyboard, the Nano Keys 2. All the sound that you're hearing is the sound right out of the Live 2. It's going straight into my, that's running the whole situation. I don't want to tell you because I don't want people copying unless they're going to pay homage. You get it? So I turned on my MPC and I said, hey, what is this? Is this a new plugin? And guess what it was? It was Homage. So I downloaded it. We got it all right. And then I turned on my camera, loaded it up, and we here right now. So this is my first time checking it out. I'm not going to go too deep through all the presets. I'm not going through all the different screens. I tell you guys all the time, just take you some time and go through. You know what I mean? See what what the screens do. Press the buttons, get familiar. Right now, what I just did was I came up with the sound that I liked. I tapped the tempo. I see my tempo says 81, but I'm in my super fast type mode right now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a reverb on here. I might throw a reverb on here. It says it's got a reverb, so we're gonna go over there, mess with it, get it how we live, see how it feels. Always remember before you go to add an effect, make sure that it doesn't already have the effect. But even then, you can put effects on top of effects to make new effects. So I tap that tempo in. It says 81. I'm going to double it. I'm going to make it like 160, 161. So we're at 161.74 because I sped up, doubled the tempo. What I'm going to do is double the length of the sequence. So I'm going to take the sequence from 4 bars to 8 bars so it feels like it's only 4 bars. And then we're going to come up with something. When I'm making beats on the go like this, I just turn on the arrangement and keep messing around until I get something that I like. So one of the things about the pad progressions is you could use them straight. I think that's what most people do. But what I like to do is just find a combination that kind of works together, and then we play with that. Pause. Now I'm going to add that reverb. We're going to go turn the mix down so we're not too reverbed out, but we got a good mix on it. We can hear both. Now we got that layered out. We always got a house key. So I'm going to go ahead. First, I'm going to load that Smackers kit up. O.T.G Smackers kit, you could get that part of the Stimmy pack, plus the pad progressions. You could get that all together and a bunch of other stuff. Link in description. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Today I'm just going to use the Smackers kit for almost all of it. I'm going to use the 808. I'm going to just kind of work it that way, So now, lay these drums down. Make sure you stay to the end so you can hear the whole beat. This beat slaps too. I really do enjoy the Native Instruments Homage and the Native Instruments collaboration. I think it's really dope at how they work together. I feel like it was a good thing for Native Instruments to do. I don't know why they're not focusing so much on machine. Maybe they are. I still have my machine jam and all that. But right now, the MPC is killing. Right? So now I'm at my sample screen to mess with the volumes, get some stuff together. Gonna throw our kick on there. Sometimes you hit the wrong button. Hit undo. One thing I don't like about the track, these new tracks, is sometimes you hit record, it'll record over everything. You gotta be like, hey, that's not my kick. We go back through now, we got the kick laid down. Just hit that undo one time. So now we're gonna go over to our drum effects, which is in our track edit screen. Used to be program edit. I got a couple kicks that got a little wiggly on me. So we're going to select those, move them over, just nudge them. Let it play through, make sure we got these kicks in the right place. Oh, one of them is still a little wonky. That last one, we grab it. I think we should be good now. Now I'm going to come through, lay one of my 808s. That's a Smackers kit, O.T.G Smackers. I might use this kit a lot this year. I might make a Smackers Part 2. Add that to the original Smackers kit. You know, I like to keep boosting all of my kits and things that I have on my store, so everything comes with lifetime updates, because I might just wake up tomorrow and want to make a whole nother kit, and instead of trying to make a whole nother sales page or something, we'll just add it to the existing one and boost it up, and everybody who got it, we just keep growing. That's how we grow as a team. I'm gonna really pump these drums up today, because I only want to do like 3 or 4 tracks. You know, we're still on drum effects, so instead of turning it down, I could turn it down at the root, but because I'm moving pretty quickly right now, we're just going to use the trim. The last knob is essentially like a trim, and you can turn it up and it'll turn it down. The gain right there. When you turn it up, it kind of trims off the sound. So between it and your volume, you can really get your volumes in great places. So now we got our church bell. I'm going to go and mess with the pitch of that. I tell you guys all the time that program edit / track edit is one of the most important screens on the MPC. Put 100 in the comments if you want me to make an updated version of program edit and track edit to kind of show you guys, but I definitely have a full track edit video on my channel. There's nothing to update it, you know, so we still getting our drums right. You can see we got a bunch of drums. You see the pads lighting up. You know, we got a pretty good kit going. A little bit off today, and it's just because I sped up the BPM to 161.74. Stop rounding your BPMs off. That 0.74 gives it the feeling. Whatever the point is, it gives it the feeling. So if you tap something in there, stop rounding it out just because you're weird and you like round numbers. There really is no reason to do that. Time is time. And you never really hear me talk about going in and messing with the swing. We could, part of what gives your beat that feeling or gives it that good vibe is sometimes is the .74s and the .0 whatever. I feel like I don't use Jura a lot. I think a lot of people I seen today, a bunch of people said they got a bunch of plugins for free. Jura might be one of those plugins. So we're going to use Jura to come in and add some, you know, some flavor sounds, give it some little back movement. I'm looking for a little light synth, and that's where the nano keys comes in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. I think I need to say it slower, so that way the little button glows when I say it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share. Make sure you comment. All of that stuff helps the channel. If you feel like I help you learn anything or bring any value to this producer world that we have on YouTube, those things can help. You can always check out my Gumroad store down below. Everything that I do comes from you guys, from the gear to being able to have all of these different plugins and things like that. So all of your support goes right back into the channel. This year I want to definitely upgrade and get a different camera. You know, definitely want to upgrade and get a different cam, just so you guys can see the words a little bit better. I have some cameras already, but by the time I drag and drop and do everything, it pretty much looks the same. So I figured out what I need to do. Right now, I just loaded up, Mini D. Again, I told you guys a couple other videos, make sure you always tap in with your old plugins. Just because they drop something new doesn't mean that the old ones are bad now. You know, we have so many presets, and you could just really build the sound that you're looking for. Right now, I went into the effects presets. So I'm going to use the effects that I play in to kind of build out and give it some weird sounds that come in at different times. And you know me, I'm the one sequence king. I like to create the variations in real time by using track mutes and pad mutes. Go ahead and add effects. So now we're going to go ahead and go to our mute. I'm going to double it out. I'm going to double it out to 64. Normally I do 32, but that's when I'm under 100 BPM. But since everything is sped up, it's going to play faster. So we double it out to 64. It'll be the same length. I'm going to just mute the drums and do the basic mutes. You know, out of old habit, you see I pressed the record, I had to stop it. Still in that old habit of 2.15 of press and record to record the track mutes. But that's not the way it goes. You make sure you hit that automation button at the top. So now we're recording in the mutes. While I'm recording in these mutes, I want to talk about these Native Instruments plugins. I think they're really dope. They come with a whole lot of presets. They are pretty big, so if you're on an MPC 1 or something like that, you want to make sure you have a pretty big SD card, or you have a pretty big internal hard drive inside of your Live 2. That will definitely help you when downloading those things. But I think the sound is really good. I'm pretty shocked at how good they sound. I'm pretty shocked that they don't cause the MPC to freeze. I'm interested in what else they're going to make or do. You know, I wonder, is this going to be an ongoing thing? Are we gonna 2 years later still be getting Native Instruments plug-in play series release Or is this something that they're just going to do for now and then forget about us like they do the Machine Plus people? Sorry, guys. Sorry. I had to do it one time. All right, now that we got that in there, we're going to turn off our automation. You know, we're going to go over right to our drum mutes. I need to put my pad mute button right there. I have it set up like that on my MPC 1. And so I'm going to take my own advice and go ahead and get that set up. And so now I have my pad mutes. I'm going to audition, see how I like it. Against my better judgment, I didn't automate this turn, and I like this version a lot. So sometimes this is why you just go through and automate, but from the start, because once you play it through one time, you might play through a variation that you really like, but because you're doing it doing it on the fly, you might not be able to repeat it and do it again. Once again, this is the O.T.G Smackers kit. We got Homage in there, using the pad progressions. I got 400 plus pad progressions that I've been collecting over the years. I share a lot of the stuff that I have on my MPC, so as we grow and build together, you guys can kind of emulate everything I have on my MPC to your MPC, and you can just kind of stay focused on growing. I'm real picky about what I put on my hard drive. I don't add a bunch of sounds. I don't really do a lot of that because I make so many beats. I like to keep my hard drives open for what I'm going to do that way. All right, we ran through. We're going to go ahead and get our automation set on our pad mutes. We're going to run it back through one time. Look at the clock. Okay, we're about 17 minutes in. I think when I finish this, we're going to be done. We're going to listen through. I'll probably add an EQ, add an emulator on the main out, just so it sounds good. You know, always remember that any of the mixing that you do in your MPC, you could pump it up, make it sound crazy, do a lot of stuff. But in reality, if you're going to track it out and send it to your computer to further mix or kind of take it to the next level, you can always go in and turn off your plugins that you put in as your effects, and you can always just kind of mix it down the way that it is. That's what I like. That's why I also like doing the one sequence method, because once I bounce it out, I could just have one large loop, and then when I play it for the artist, you know, we can go and make the beat to their liking. So I'll play this 2-track so they'll like it. They might write a song to it, put the 2-track in there for a reference, and then recreate it with the stems. That's for later this year. We got it all together now, man, and we got it done. So Native Instruments Homage, another great addition to the MPC standalone. I think Akai is doing a wonderful job with the things that they're making. We're in a whole nother session from start to finish. You don't see any hang-ups, no bugs, no problems, no issues. I didn't really push the limit today, so, you know, we didn't see how far we could take it. Maybe in tomorrow's video, I'll do all Native Instruments plugins. If you stayed this long, let me know how you feel about that. But I like it. I like it. I'm very happy with all the plugins that Native Instruments makes. I mean, I'm very happy with all the plugins that Akai's been releasing. So, you know, we got another one done. It's knocking. It sounds good. It's Native Instruments Homage. Turn your MPC on and get busy, bro. O.T.G.